leaving the front foot there, and then sort of half gambling on just putting the head, tucking the head in, throwing that right hand on the middle. Hanjalic, he commits to the attack, but it's crude. Squares his feet up, swings that right hand, so it's a gap down the middle there for you to really work with.
Yeah, Hanjalic's been saying the last couple of weeks he's going to rip up the script, spoil the comeback, and get his arm raised at the end. Again, Tommy Fury just having a look, working the body, going back upstairs, just getting a little scrappy in there in this second round. Destroyed Hanjalic in his second fight. Did Hanjalic, dropping him 3 times. The only loss was to now 8-0 Cuban Angelo Morjan. Tommy Fury just looking to move, vary up the position in the ring.
Yeah, but I mean, too much, I think. You know, you're just allowing a guy to get to potentially build a bit of confidence by not being active. There you go. You let your hands go. You're going to be super busy. You let your hands go, and he puts him in a little bit of pressure, puts a little panic on your opponent. Yeah,
good combination, but just took his foot off the gas. Just allowed Hanjalic just to push forward. He hold the centre of the ring again, Barry.
Yeah, I think Fury gives him too much ground for no reason at all. That's the criticism here. I mean, moving's fine, but I think he'll do it with the flicking the jab out as well. So always somebody's is being thrown out. But you can walk this guy down, I'm pretty sure of that, and then take a half a step back and let him attack crudely and walk him onto that right hand as we spoke about earlier.
Again, just a little scrappy, a little messy when they come inside. Supposed to sort of nullifying the work that they can do if they allow some space. Again, Hanjalic just grabbing hold of Fury. Fury just got the arm of Hanjalic. Referee trying to allow him to work inside. Last 10 seconds here in the second round. It's been a scrappy one. Nice jab from Tommy Fury, just looking for the right hook over the top, sorry, of that lead hand of Hanjalic.
How do you feel? Good, doing well, boxing well. Boxing well. So what you do is just relax behind the jab and just mix it. When you let your hands go, it's all over the place. You know what I'm saying? When you let your hands go,
well, I mentioned the huge show tomorrow night in Nottingham, Leewood versus Anthony Kakachi on the 17th of May at the Copper Box in London. The rematch, Johnny Fisher versus Dave Allen, live on your global home of boxing DAZN. We see highlights of that opening, that second round, between Tommy Fury, Kenan Hanjalic. It was a scrappy one, Barry.
It was, but like, I think John Fury in the corner there was pretty much saying what we were saying. When you let your hands go, you're having success. He's saying work behind the jab, but ultimately, don't be afraid to let your hands go. You know, I think you could do it from a safe place. He's wary of things coming back, I can see that. And that's not bad, having that brain to be aware of your defence and what's coming back. But still, there you go, you almost caught him with a right-hand counter, but just believe in yourself a little bit more.
Yeah, started the third round well behind the jab, just took that little step back. He was looking for the right-hand counter, he done well, Hanjalic, just to keep the left hand up, just to block that shot. Yeah, can he raise his tempo? Can he be busy? Can he apply more pressure? As you mentioned, John Fury just saying Hanjalic can't keep up with this pace. Keep working, and the man from Bosnia will fade.
I think the referee has to warn Fury for holding there, I think, to be honest. I don't know why he engaged in the hold, because I thought he should be the one pushing Hanjalic back, but that's better. There you go, let your hands go. I'm like, okay, you rushed the front foot forward a little bit, but brought that back foot squared you up, but at least you sort of went for it, and that's not a bad thing. Nothing's going to be perfect, but you're far better when you're being proactive.
Hanjalic just complaining about shots round the back of the head. I think they're intentional from Tommy Fury, just going along with the hooks. Some just creeping around the back. again, as we see with brother Roman Fury earlier, just looking to draw out the lead of his opponent. Hanjalic just falling forward with a sloppy 1-2, falling over the front foot, but again, it's scrappy when they're inside. See what he was trying to do there, Tommy Fury, just skip round Hanjalic and fire back the counters, but Hanjalic did the right thing, just got that left arm across to stop him throwing the shots.
And that jab to the body there from Fury, it's the right idea, but just throw a jab to the head and throw the right thing over the top after it. I think that'll make that, throwing that jab to the body, that'll make it worthwhile. It's a little feint there, trying something new there. The left hook lead rather than the jab there from Fury.
Yeah, it's good as well, Tommy Fury, when he varies up that jab, he stabs it into the body. Can he keep it at this range? Can he get the shots off? Hanjalic, when he's not on the front foot, he doesn't look as effective. You can see he doesn't want to be, a low one there from Tommy Fury. Really walked onto that shot. There's blood to the nose of Hanjalic.
Got to be careful here. He has to stay on. I mean, I feel how bad he's hurt. At least he got up there. But if he opted to stay on the foot, there's a problem there for Fury.
He really walked into that, didn't he? That low blow. Double the momentum. And they hurt, Barry.
Yeah, but that was so low, it might not have been dangerous. You know? That was right. That was right on the cut. That was. Can't be, and it isn't. He might milk it. He might be genuinely hurt. He might milk it, but that's his prerogative. We've been here before with other fighters, of course.
Yeah, John Fury, Father Tommy, very vocal in the corner, and he's taking his time here.
And he's
Hanjalic.
But he's entitled to take his time. It's okay, not intentional. There's still an illegal shot. The referee should be saying, be aware of that.
Well, he looks distressed, he doesn't look happy, he looks very uncomfortable. Only 15 seconds left in this third round. And it's a patient approach. When you kind of was expecting him to really jump on Hanjalic, Tommy Fury, he opts just to sort of work his way in. Oh, head's coming close there.
Obviously not happy there, Hanjalic there with the low blow. I don't think it was intentional, he just caught him with a looping shot. He looks a bit uncomfortable there, doesn't he?
And also 24th of May in Glasgow, Josh Taylor, his first fight up at welterweight against Echo Esserman, the former British champion.
So what you got to do is just stay calm behind that jab, everything off that jab.
Hook up the jab and try and go downstairs.
Well, Hanjalic hit him with a low blow first of all, I've got to be honest. Just seen the left hook there to the waistband there of Fury. Hopefully we get to see that uppercut. And be here now. Yeah, it's in the worst possible place.
He really moved on to that one, didn't he?
I don't know what we're laughing for. It's a horrible place to get caught with.
Round number 4.
Still not right though, is he? Still not comfortable.
He looks distressed, as I say, as we go into the second half of this contest. And he's straight back out, Tommy Fury, looking for that jab to the body.
Fury's going to jump on him though. I think he'll... I mean, not lose your shape at all, but you have to let your hands go. For the guy who might not be comfortable in his own skin right now because of what's happened.
It just looks a little tense when he lets the combinations go, Tommy Fury. He's to relax those shoulders.
He looks a bit tentative. He's aware of what's coming back, which you should say that's not a bad thing. You should be aware. But if your awareness of what's coming back is stifling your offense, then it's a problem, isn't it? Somewhere with you more than what's happening.
There's fighting not to lose, and then there's fighting to win.
Yeah, and I just, for context, I was a cautious fighter, but I mean, you have to let your hands go once the opportunity arises. And let's hope he does that, because when he is offensive, he's a much better fighter for it.
There seems to be blood coming down the right side of the head of Tommy Fury. I don't know if it was from the nose of Hanjalic. Exchanging big, heavy blows there. Hanjalic on the front foot, really turning the hip into that right hand.
He landed with a better shot there, Hanjalic, by far. Good shot.
Yeah, really trying to rough up Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury just sticking the jab.
You can't blame Fury for that either. No, be honest, the referee was in the middle there, but Hanjalic was coming at him.
He's taking a point off.
I don't think it was that.
Yeah, it seemed a little harsh that for Kenan Hanjalic. Well, some intent from the Bosnian though as he weighs on Tommy Fury.
See, there's another shot there, isn't there? It's a lovely left hand to the body there from Fury.
Yeah, the double jab. He doesn't bring his feet in there, Tommy Fury.
That was good, didn't it? He dipped low and touched high with the jab there, Fury. Just doesn't want to work inside, does he? That's the difference. If you don't want to work inside, don't put yourself inside.
Looking for a right uppercut, Tommy Fury. Again, getting very scrappy in the neutral corner, just spinning Hanjalic. Intelligently round, trying to pin him into the corner.
I mean, you've got to go on Fury to hold him here, surely.
See the blood on the left shoulder of Fury coming from the nose of Hanjalic. Another jab from Fury. And again, it's another scrappy round, you have to say.
But it shouldn't have been a scrappy round.
Hanjalic looking to set up a shot with that right hand. As they both go back to their corners. Well, he's been out of the ring 18 months, Tommy Fury, so you're bound to be rusty. Timing's not going to be there, but should he be doing better?
To be honest, I think he should. I mean, he's up against a guy who's 5-1, so the guy's got some pride of winning record. Not technically the best, but he's shown to be a bit tough. But I don't think time is the problem for Fury here, and I don't. I think when he lets his hands go, he hits the target. When he throws every time he throws a punch, he lands with it. So there you go, the timing's good. I just think there's a little bit of a mental block where he's just over-cautious of what's coming back. And I don't think he needs to be either. Because he's shown he can dip low and be smart and punch up, and change the angle of the shot. So he's shown that intelligence a little bit here. But he's just not willing to hold. And also, he's sometimes inside, fighting like a heavyweight, and he's not a heavyweight. All the holding and mauling, it's not the look he needs to be having.
You see Bambi printed on the back of the shorts, his daughter born January 2023. Says he's doing it for her now. The back foot moving, trying to stay out of trouble. Just getting bundled to the floor there, Hanjalic.
But there's no trouble to stay out of. I think that's my whole problem. I mean, if the guy was charging forward and he's dancing around boxing his ears off, which he could do, but this is not the fight for him to do that. I think he could be where he is now.
Just a bit more relaxation, as Father John Fury was asking for. Just relax on the shot. Huge arm, big shoulders, big chest, and you can see just tense when he throws the shots. And it does sap your energy, doesn't it, when you're loading up and you're not relaxed. And it does stop you rather from letting the shots go.
Yeah,
speed and pace and power.
Yeah, but then you've got all those muscles in the back of his body which are big, which all the power comes from. So you've got to be forceful with that. So if you're going to use those muscles, you've got to be pushing people back with it and pushing forward and rotating into the shots.
Again, look, we mentioned he's been out the ring 18 months. He's had the 10 fights, a few of those against YouTubers, but how far can he go, Barry?
I mean, it's hard to judge it now because he's not boxing regular enough, or there hasn't been really been any step up in quality for him because of what you said. Inactivity and YouTubers, it's hard to judge him on that. So this is a guy who's only lost 1 in 6, so that's a good range. But at what level, it's hard to tell again. But, and, listen, he just needs to be fighting regular. That's the important thing. He has a name and a profile which will allow him to get on bills. So just do that. If you're serious about doing that, and learn from your fights. You know, I mean, he's not boxing awful. I'm just saying, but I think he can do a lot better.
Yeah, but like I said before, I've said it a couple of times, that the last time that Hanjalic was in with an unbeaten fighter, he was beaten convincingly. Cuban fighter, Angelo Morjon. He was game, he was competitive in the fight, but he was well beaten.
He's been well beaten here, but it's been, I think it's Fury that's made it a bit of an uncomfortable fight to watch because he's getting close and holding.
Well, one more to go here at the MTK Arena in Budapest.
You all right? Yeah. Last round. You okay? Yeah. Stay with it now. A lot of work done, mate. Won it back like country mile.
See, I think he is winning by a country mile. I do agree with John Fury there, but I don't think he's the sort of fight you tell that to, because I think if you tell him he's winning by a street and he just don't make, I think he goes too negative, even more so. I think he's the sort of fight you've got to go, you're winning, but you've got to keep him on point. I think he's one of those fighters and he needs to keep busy. Otherwise, I think he'll revert back to just being safety first, and I don't think that's a great look for him.
Well, Hanjalic is enjoying himself so far by the looks of it, trying to get the crowd going to Bosnian. Can Tommy Fury, as you say, Barry, can he get busy? Can he be active? Can he get the show real finish? Starting every round with that stiff jab to the body. Looking for the shot back upstairs. Looking to slip and slide. Missed the shots of Hanjalic. Can he come back with the counters? Just telegraphed them slightly. That was a nice right to the body, though, from Fury.
Yeah, right idea. Tried to walk him onto a shot there, didn't he, Fury? Didn't quite come off. But again, trying to think of different things. It's not a bad look. I just think his jab should be a lot busier. That's all. It's a nice, it's long and it's hard, it's heavy. No, knockout punch is heavy. It's heavy. You can see that. And I think it would be his optimum weapon.
And busy is exactly what he needs to be after this fight. He needs to get straight back in the ring. I'm sure himself, the team, will be desperate to get back out ASAP.
Well, we all know that. We certainly both know that being busy early in your career is the most important.
That was good work with that right hand, body, then head with the hook. He took it well. Hanjalic looking for an overhand right of his own. Crowd here making some noise. Fury lands another couple of right hands again on the back foot, but Hanjalic looks unfazed, doesn't look bothered at all, creeping forward, desperately eager to find that big overhand right. Big deep breath.
The onus is on Hanjalic. He's losing the fight by a streak. He's the one who's got to push the pace rather than hold his hand out, saying Fury doesn't want to fight. Fury doesn't need a fight out at this point.
But exactly as you said, John Fury saying, you've got this in the bag. He has to take his foot off the gas, just moving, staying out of trouble, and as you say, not a bundle load of trouble to be concerned about, but just cruise into victory now on the back foot. Nice jab again, that right hook, he felt that one, Hanjalic, but Fury opting to get the show closed before that final bell, Barry.
I think there's a lack of belief in his work. I do. I mean, he can throw punches, he can do the work. He's shown there that, when he lets his hands go, his quality is good to watch, it's good stuff, and it's heavy-handed. He's not a knockout artist, but there's something behind it. I just think there's a lack of belief.
Well, last 10 seconds of this main event in Budapest. Tommy Fury versus Kenan Hanjalic, who lands a right hand in the closing seconds.
Long.
It's a fight in which Tommy Fury's won. It was scrappy, it was messy.